Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. I'm really happy to say that what we're unboxing today is something that I can include in my very new, and I have very few uploads on knives priced like this, but I'm going to call these ultra budget knives. And on this channel, I know everybody has their own definition, that's fine. On this channel, a budget knife is anything under 75 bucks. An ultra budget knife is anything under $30. This is where I've decided to draw that line, and it's really hard, honestly, to recommend anything under $30 these days because most of it's not very good. I know there's some utility knives and little things like that, right? But when it comes to modern single blade pocket knives, not very many. So I'm really happy that Miguron has kind of, you know, taken the reins and developed some knives under 30 bucks that are legitimately recommendable. I looked up a picture of this one and it definitely looks good. Thanks so much to Miguron for sending this in. I will link this down in the description. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Let's go ahead and open it up. Make sure the notifications for the Metal Complex YouTube channel are turned on. Even if you did it before, YouTube loves to turn those off sometimes. So make sure yours are on if you don't want to miss my content. Oh, that's already quick. And also if you don't want to miss my weekend live stream giveaways. So this is called the Norsa. To my knowledge, it's D2 and G10, and we have a crossbar lock, which I know, not super interesting outside of the fact. Is this G10? No, wait. This feels like maybe aluminum. It's aluminum and PVD. Now, hold on a second. If that's the case, let me check. Okay, so I just checked, and yeah. Yeah, this is aluminum and PVD D2 for $29. Listen, I have that. I don't know how they're doing this. I mean, I know I said this on the live stream. I talked with the owner of Miguron, and he said, "Listen, I like the idea of making ultra cheap knives." And he's like, "Well, I don't really have any room, but I like the idea of people looking to us for, you know, really high quality, inexpensive knives." And I said, I mean, if you're willing to get it down there, then the lower the price that you have it, the happier you're going to make everybody, because these are not clones or counterfeits. Right? And they're also well made. These are actual, like, legitimate materials, nothing ultra special, but he's doing it in a way that is, you know, honest and bringing legitimate utilitarian designs to the table for people who would like to experience this stuff, but might be limited on budget, which is a lot of us. It's a lot of people, right? So, yeah, as somebody who, I'm going to just, you know, be real with everybody. Yeah, you know, running this channel, I can afford to get, you know, essentially whatever I want. But there is a special place in my heart for a really, really good, inexpensive knife. Not just from my own perspective and appreciation of dollar for dollar utility and quality, but because I know that so many people who watch this channel come and they see me waving around super crazy high-end knives. They're like, yeah, that's cool. Like, it's fun to, I guess, be, you know, entertained by this. But it would be nice to experience it. Well, this obviously isn't in the same tier. It's still incredible. This is incredible for $29. These are nice scales. This feels good. We got a nice pocket clip. We got ambidextrous mounting positions. We've got a great thumb stud. We have a great blade. Nice, about the length of my finger here. D2. Obviously, D2 is not like anything, oh my gosh, super ultra crazy. But D2 does sport some of the highest potential edge retention, especially at this price point. D2 will heavily outshine, you know, all of the junky, goofy, crazy stuff that you find on Amazon under 30 bucks. And, you know, even at like a reasonable, not even like an optimized heat treat, at like a reasonable kind of mid-range heat treat, definitely. Really nice geometry. This knife, what's cool about this is Miguron's budget tier is indistinguishable in terms of quality and execution to their high-end stuff. Sorry, the washing machine upstairs is going off. But For example, like they make $200, $250, $300, $350, even $400 pocket knives out of titanium, M390, and they use, DLC coatings sometimes. You might have more premium materials, and maybe you have contouring, texturing, maybe there's some more effort in the machining, but as far as the fit and finish and, execution goes, like the tolerances, everything like that, the budget stuff, and this is, I'm making it sound like Miguron's the only one who does this. Everybody who has a budget brand, like Concept has Tenable, and Artisan Color has CJRB, and We has Civivi has Sencut, right? And the quality is, you can tell it's the same execution, same manufacturing warehouse or whatever. It's the same machines cutting it, right? But I think it is most notable in Miguron stuff. I have always maintained that while I love Miguron's high-end stuff, they really, really shine in the budget territory. And now, a lot of you have had opportunities to pick these things up. Some of you even collect Miguron knives. You know exactly what I'm talking about. This might be, along with some of their other stuff they've made here lately, this might be one of the most recommendable knives dollar for dollar on earth, right? Now, there's a couple of different weird little, kind of trophies that I've given to certain knives, right? The Vision FG, well, it's substantially more expensive, at $68, $69 is exceptional for other reasons, and in many cases is worth spending the extra money. However, right, I always look at, for example, the QSP Penguin and QSP Parrot because they're so exceptionally good at $28, $29 to about $32. Does this belong in the same territory? Would I give the same trophy to this knife? Yes, in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. What they've designed here is, number one, Miguron, I think we've all noticed, Miguron, who typically does not give us left-handed mounting positions for pocket clips, they have done that. Not only did they offer us an ambidextrous locking system, it's not new, there's nothing super special about the crossbar lock, but it'll work, right? Ambidextrous locking system, ambidextrous clip mounting positions, high-quality blade with good geometry, nice coatings, not DLC, but PVD, I'll take it. And we got some nice anodized aluminum. This is crazy. This is crazy. When I pulled this out, I thought, okay, they sent, like the one that I looked up was G10 and D2. So that was the $29 one. This one's going to be like $40 or $45. No, they went ahead and made it $29 anyway. That is exceptional. I mean, it's so funny because like, this is beater territory. We're deep in beater territory. It sounds so suggestive. At $29, right? But the knife is so nice. I bet you people who pick this up will get it and go, I almost feel bad about using this. Oh, man. That is just incredible. I can't believe. So obviously Miguron is going to keep pumping out these ultra budget knives. And maybe, I don't know, I guess from his perspective, it might be worth it to make some knives that he's not making a whole lot on just to get people to come to the website and check out what else is there. Truthfully, I've never seen a Miguron knife that I thought was overpriced. I think they're all pretty incredible and pretty competitive. But maybe that's the strategy with the ultra budget stuff is, come in and check these out, and yeah, they're a good price, but then we've got some, maybe he makes a little bit more money on some of the stuff that's a little more expensive, right? Which, hey, you know what? Like, hats off. If that's the strategy, I think that's a smart strategy, and you're also making a ton of people happy. And for me, right, you do whatever you want with your money. I love that I have something that I can showcase on this channel that I legitimately think is awesome, that is, it's an original, I mean, like, it's got a lot of elements. We've seen a lot of pocket knives, but no direct clone or counterfeit, which is a big deal to me. I don't show them here, right? If you're somebody who knows, you're buying clones for just to satisfy the itch, not have to spend as much, and you know what you're doing, right? Fine. People who buy counterfeits, boo, poo-poo on you. You shouldn't be doing that. Don't support companies who steal designs and logos and try and pass it off as a real thing. And definitely the people who buy them with the intention of tricking other people with it. Boo, you suck. You suck big time, right? So I'm really glad that I have a knife or a brand who's creating knives at a certain price point that will tempt people away from stuff like that. I think that's really, really cool. This is yet another. This is, I think, literally within the last month and a half, 3 knives from Miguron that are sub $30 that are actually really, really great. This is probably the best of the bunch so far. I'll tell you right now, so this one right here, this is one of my favorite knives from Miguron, is their bug out, it's very similar to the bug out. Now this one's a little more expensive because it's in 14C28N and G10, but my goodness, guys, if you do a $29 version of that one, right, you do like D2 and bring it down to 29. It's not an exact duplication of the bug out, which is what I like. Like, they did their own thing. Here's the bug out, right? An authentic bug out. It's different enough, right? You make a $29 version of that guy, oh man. Miguron's just killing it. Absolutely killing it in this territory. I don't know that there's a more recommendable, lower budget or ultra budget brand that I would push people towards. I mean, at this point, I prefer them over Sencut, and Sencut is amazing, right? Let me know what you think. I would expect to see a lot more ultra budget stuff from Miguron in the future. Links down in the description. You guys can check it out if you want. That's going to be it today. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.